EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now Hall to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You talk about this Jets defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The result of first down is a quick slant gets him 14. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Still going inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
44 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie running back out of Miami. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's fourth down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
His pass caught at the 4. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Weber. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. The Steelers had 1-7 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Straight ahead is Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When you talk about this Jets defense, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
First down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with Hall. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Slot man moves right. There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big...
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 55 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
2nd and 3. And check down, complete to Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Ready, yellow, 22. Red, yellow.
Line 36, line 36. And let's pin the mirrors back.
Good, ready.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready, set.
He'll drop to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth from 19 yards away. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 3rd down and 1. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Eluding the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talent, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll drop to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Short throw to Smith. And just shutting him off there. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Paul on to give up the middle. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll give to Hall. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Drops it off for Hillman. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 48 yards. And the Steelers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. Now back to throw. Underneath to Allen. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. 3rd and 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, and this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. And they'll run again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll go again with Hall. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Blue striker. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll run with Hall. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's in. Touchdown.